Hi everybody, this is my final project for IDS 706, and what I have for you here today is a Streamlit application that serves machine learning predictions for the over-under of any given basketball game for any given day. So to dive into the project architecture here a little bit, if we look at the GitHub repo, we are pulling from three sources of data, so ESPN, DraftKings, and CBS Sports. And the CBS Sports, we're taking power rankings from them. And with something like that, automation is super important because the power rankings get updated weekly. And if they're wrong or outdated, then the model is just not going to be as powerful. So once all that data is pulled and cleaned and the model is trained, we can serve predictions to our Streamlit app for our user. And if our user changes the matchup that they're looking at, this information is passed back to the program. The model gets retrained, the data that we need is scraped, and then that new prediction is sent to the app. Furthermore, using AWS EC2, we're able to deploy this app and make it its own little website, which is also kind of cool. And to show you a little bit more of what that looks like, in the console here, it's going to be the second instance of NBA over-under. And right now, I'm SSH into that instance. And through the Streamlit run command, we can run the website and I can show you what it looks like. So as you can see, we have a drop-down menu of all the teams and we get predictions for each one. Something that the website is not very robust about is games that are in progress. So games that are in progress, the score just seems to be wrong or unreasonable. Like, for example, Sacramento and the Pelicans are playing right now, and both of these are showing up as 225. So I would say that this app, as it currently stands, is probably better to run locally, but we're going to get into that a little bit more in a little bit. But this is definitely something that I would have to make this more robust about if this was truly a deployed website that I had people using. To take a look at the code that's going on, we can take a look at this diagram. So obviously this is what we just saw here on the left. We take the matchup selection and that gets passed back to our main function of our program. And this updates the matchup files so that everything runs correctly, scrapes the appropriate data if we need to, retrains that model, predicts, and then returns the prediction. And as stated, this can either be this can either be pushed to our local Streamlit app or the EC2 instance. So I think the next best thing to do here is going to be just showing you how to start using this from scratch. So off camera, I've created a fresh code space with nothing else installed in it. The first thing we're going to do is create a virtual environment just because that's good practice. Once this is created, we can go ahead and source that virtual environment. Now that that's sourced, let's take our first step here and clone the repository. We can see that we've downloaded that successfully. We can cd into that folder. And as a recommended step, I have make all, but for now we're just going to make install for time purposes. So actually, while this is finishing up installing, one more step that I want to make sure that I take is to shut off this website that we're using, just in case there's any interference. And it looks like everything's done. So the only thing left to do is run the app. So super simple, only takes a few steps to really get this going. I can open this up and I can show you what we're working with. So similar to what we saw on the website, we see the drop-down menu here. These were not the games in progress. I was wrong about that, but these predictions are more accurate, and I know for sure that they're going back through and being retrained and everything. So again, ideal to run this locally, and the games that are in progress, as stated, are not showing up. So that is my Streamlit application for my final project. Hope you've enjoyed. Thank you for watching.